All right, so check it out, y'all. Ask and you shall receive. You know what I'm saying? You guys have been blowing up my inbox about Kristen from the Kiosk, and not specifically to do with Wade Wilson, but just her view on things and her trying to defend herself for actually contacting Wade Wilson in the first place. Now, I never saw this interview, but apparently, shout out Jumpsuit Pablo, he got in contact with Kristen from the Kiosk, and ladies and gentlemen, it went down. She tried to start things off, cordial, but in classic Kristen fashion, she falls apart and starts getting a little bit hostile, kind of what we're used to, you know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we got to bring this to you, man. Shout out Jumpsuit Pablo for even communicating with her because honestly, I don't know if I would have communicated because I would just assume screaming in a straight up battle. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this thing. It's a good one. Oh, it's a good one. Go get yourselves the beverages because we're going to be here for a second.
You've been saying about me is kind of harsh, and it's really affecting my kids. Like my son was in school today, and literally some kid had your thing playing on, and I understand my calls back then. That's like a Kristen I don't even want to remember. That
So
is
what did I say that?
I don't know. You said something about it was like about that fat hair. What's fat hair, purple hair? Kristen's gonna be giving Mr. Wade today.
That because fat hair don't make sense. Probably
what
said
is that?
purple hair.
Purple hair fat girl Kristen's gonna be giving. I don't know which video.
I never called you fat. I referenced how Wade said you were almost fat. So I'm just talking about what Wade said in the call.
Okay.
She said her son was getting bullied in school or the kids were talking about it. Welcome to the age of the fucking internet. And guess what? 5 years ago, it was still the age of the fucking internet, okay? So you went on those calls acting a damn fool, not thinking about your son. See the problem is you. It's not Jumpsuit Pablo. You think if Jumpsuit Pablo didn't exist, these calls weren't going to come out? They were going to come out anyway, sweetie, because you made them and they're cringy as fuck. People were going to find it. So this is your fault. This is accountability, people. That's the biggest thing that people are terrified of. Take a little accountability every once in a while, okay? Anyways.
Right. Let me finish.
Hang on. We got to make sure that we are accurate now with
Okay,
what we're saying.
but I understand. I'm being accurate. But what I'm saying is these calls are from 5 years ago.
Okay.
All the stuff that you guys are saying about somebody, which is myself, okay, is uncalled for. So whether I said it, whether it was the wrong way I said it, or the other way I said it, or whatever way you're saying it.
How's it uncalled for? I'm reacting to what is uploaded and what is put out there. Okay. Now see,
and I'm asking you
in your message to me, you say, how is it okay for you to change, talking about me, but I can change. You can change. We can both change. I didn't go into the court 2 years after I got arrested for armed robberies and tell the judge, hey, listen, judge, I'm a different man. I didn't rob nobody yesterday. So you can't sentence me. You can't judge me on what I did 2 years ago. No, I still got 10 years. I still got held accountable for what I did. I don't have a single call of yours. I'm not in possession of any of these calls. They get uploaded and I react. If something's funny, then I laugh. If something's not funny, I don't laugh. I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, it is what I get. I'm a creator. I get people telling me every day, I don't forgive you for what you did. You're a piece of crap. Go die. Go unalive yourself. You look like crap. Your teeth are jacked. Your hair looks stupid. You look fat. You're obese. I get that every single day. I get death threats. And you know what? I don't message them and say, hey, you're ruining my life. They're not.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, same here, bro. I mean, I've never really gotten a death threat, but you know what I'm saying? It's like you want to make that, like I made a conscious decision to start uploading on YouTube. And I made a conscious realization, hopefully everybody else gets that fucking realization, that whatever you upload on the internet is going to kind of fucking stay there. You know what I'm saying? So do you want to put yourself out there? Do you want to put your face online? I said, fuck it. I'm putting my face out there. There's some people who don't put their face online. They only use their voice. Long story short, you knew this was a jail call. Kristen, you've been around jail before. You're not some naive girl from the suburbs that didn't know no better. Some naive single mother from the suburbs that grew up with mommy and daddy and they took care of her and she didn't know no better and she fell in love with a prisoner and now her business is out on the streets. Stop that angle because it's bullshit and everybody knows it's bullshit. You know how that shit works. Those calls are public and you said fuck it and did it anyway. That's the truth about it.
They don't got that power over me. I keep doing what I'm doing. It's the internet, man. That's what it's going to do.
Well, guess what? You are ruining, but you are right now ruining my life. My kid got jumped.
I don't think I kept you from getting that big CEO position at that major law firm, ma'am. This is what comes with associating with fame. Just like me, I want to get on YouTube. If I want to get on YouTube and TikTok and gain a following, this is what comes with gaining a following. I have people who hate me, who make videos about me. It comes with it. It comes with it. You signed up for that.
Sure didn't sign up for it. Thank you.
Yeah, this is the lack of fucking accountability. I sure didn't sign up for it. Thank you. This is the lack of accountability, and this is why she's going to stay stuck exactly where the fuck she is for the rest of her life, and she's never going to grow because of a mentality like that. The second you take accountability, you feel a little warm inside. It's like, damn, that sucks, but hey, now I could start fixing it. She'll never get that feeling because she's too fucking bullheaded.
It doesn't happen to every person.
You're not welcome because you did sign up for that, ma'am. I mean, I'm listening to the calls other people upload, and I say what I say. I mean, you got to move on from me. Go talk to the people who upload it if you really got to. You want to? I don't got no power. If I quit making videos, 10, 11, 12, 13. Do you know how many people have requested every single last call of Wade Wilson's? Do you know that the main people uploading it have protected you and not uploaded your worst calls? Because if they did, you would not have anybody in your corner because there's some things said and admitted on those calls by you that would crush you to pieces, and they didn't.
Yeah, and I'm sure about it. I'm sure there's some racial shit up in there. And you know, in this day and age, even if you're saying some racial shit as a joke, you're gonna get stomped out. Let alone you're kind of serious about it. If you're over there saying things about kids, listen, this lady, you can tell she'll say some wild shit. And honestly, me personally, if I got those calls, I wouldn't have been so nice. I would have followed the little YouTube guidelines and made sure everything was bleeped out accordingly. But I was thinking, you think I give a fuck? So be happy. Like he said, be happy that nice people actually got those calls, because no, you cross a certain line like that, you're a disgusting person, bro. You guys check out the call I posted earlier today or yesterday, depending on whenever this post. Nah, bro. You're over here playing fucking games. If you said it, that means you could live with it. You said it on a public call.
Do you like that? They really showed you mercy, if I'm being honest. There's some things you talked about on these calls that would put everything else to shame. And so you might as well just be glad for that. And you're most upset about me having a couple giggles. I going out Wade half the time. And it ain't gonna change. You might as well just keep living your life and forget about it. That's what I do when people make videos about me.
Okay, so apparently Mila also joins the call. I don't know why Mila would have anything to do or say with Kristen. I know I wouldn't want to wrap myself anywhere close to Kristen because Kristen's a fucking crash out. And honestly, bro, unless she grows and learns, that's how she's always gonna be.
People make videos about me. He sucks. I hate him. He needs to die. He needs to get off YouTube. Fuck him. Fuck anybody who follows him. He's a piece of shit. He's a bitch. Guess what? I keep living my life, bro. Like, you ain't got thicker skin than that, but you got thick enough skin to talk to Wade Wilson and talk about these other girls and talk about all that stuff that you were talking about.
Again, that was 5 years ago. All that stuff you were talking about.
I don't care when it was. You're a grown woman and you were built like that then. So you making a big stink about nothing. You drawing more attention to yourself.
Did you hear though about like what happened to her child today?
I don't
even know who that is. I don't got nothing to do with that.
He don't care.
I don't care, ma'am. Nobody would know you had a child until you talk about putting them on the phone with Wade Wilson.
Care, and don't worry.
Oh, ma'am. If we're going to talk about it, do we want to talk about what's really sad? Because nobody would know you had a kid until you offered to put them on the phone with Wade Wilson. What's wrong with you? You act like I ain't heard them calls. Don't make me talk about what you said in them calls that ain't even been uploaded.
That's great. And again,
we did you a favor. We did you a favor.
My mind wasn't in the right place, and you've been there before yourself. Okay, all right. So let's stop. Let's stop.
In what place?
Okay, let's just stop,
You don't know shit about me. You don't know shit about me.
Okay, and you don't know me either, so that's why you should keep my name out your mouth.
All I know is what I hear, and so I laugh when it's funny, and I think it's funny.
No, but you're just making it worse.
If you want to make a video about me, you're welcome to. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I live a life. I don't freaking sit on the internet all day making lies up about people.
I can't tell because you right here with me.
Oh, he's mopping. And then it's funny when her little 2-minute argument falls to pieces. So she goes back to this childish, well, I don't care. Well, you're just stupid. Well, you just sit around on the internet all day. Listen, sweetie. Listen, sweetie. Let me break something down for you. JumpSuitPablo, his channel, you would, come on, bro. Like, you're going to shame him for making probably 15 times the amount of money that you do. Now, listen, I don't know what Kristen does, but I can guarantee you that JumpSuitPablo makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, maybe 8, maybe 9, maybe 10 times fucking more than Kristen from the Kiosk. So when she says, oh, you don't have a life, I have a life. I have a life. What's your life, sweetie? What exactly is your life? Because we want to know what this amazing life is. Get the fuck out of here. This is sad. I thought she was going to come and apologize on some apologetic shit, but clearly she's on some stupid ass shit. She made herself look so much stupider. And guess what? This video is about to get views. And guess what? Now you look stupider. You could have just shut the fuck up and let the pre-made calls go. But no, you had to update us. 5 years later, a nice update, Kristen. Good job. Dumbass.
Right, after work. Thank you.
After what?
After work, thank you.
Well, maybe go get some rest and get back to your job. Because, I mean, I don't know what you're trying to do here, bothering me, reaching out to me, telling me that me laughing at a phone call.
I just asked you to please have respect. That's all I said. Please have respect. That is it.
For what? You didn't have respect for them women that you called ugly,
and
them
you know what?
And bitches.
Believe me, I regret some.
Them ugly bitches and this and that bitches and the dead bitch and all that good stuff. What about that, Kristen? Okay. Again, he's going soft on her. Honestly, he's being a nice guy. Being real with y'all. He's being a nice guy right now. He could say some evil shit that we don't even know about. I'm sure it exists, but he's keeping it cool. He's being a nice guy. I don't know if I would have been so nice.
Some of the things I said.
I bet you do. I bet you do. Hey, when I got 10 years in prison, when that hammer smacked that damn gavel on that desk, I regretted robbing those stores. I bet you do. And you know what? I had to eat them 10 years and do them.
I ate my stuff too.
You didn't eat nothing. You're going to eat it now because you didn't eat nothing. Nobody even knew about these till now. You're going to eat it now.
You're going to eat it now.
But you don't even have to. You can just not watch. You can just put your phone down. You get the easy way out. But if you want to be on the internet and worry about it, you're going to eat it now.
Yeah,
type shit.
You need help.
No, Kristen. No, sweetie, you need fucking help.
Oh, fuck it. Send it my way.
Believe me, karma is real.
I feel like that's the whole thing, though. Like,
I done got every bit of my karma. That's why I'm succeeding. I'm young, happy, successful, living my best life. Trust me. How's your life going? How is your life going?
You are such a horrible person.
Let's see who agrees. The internet will figure it out.
Kristen, I told you, just leave. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Yo, he's smacking her with these responses. Let's see who agrees. The internet will figure it out. That's the hardest response ever. Hey, court of public opinion, right? Let's see who agrees. Yo, she's up here crashing out to a man who has nothing. Listen, there's nothing to lose on this channel. He's just having a good old afternoon. After he finished this call, he went and had himself a brewski. I don't know if he drinks. He went and had himself a brewski and chilled the fuck out and watched the game. I promise you that. Unbothered. Why would you be? With a crash out like this? Nah. Not worth it. Why would I be bothered?
Leave it be, like, because that's what he does.
Do you understand? There are phone calls that I have collaboratively had phone calls with these people who are in possession of them, and have said, yes, I agree. Let's not release these because these are too bad. You have said too bad of things. And you know what? Some of those are to protect your children. You remember those calls? Do you remember those calls, or do you not?
Oh shoot!
Listen,
listen. Guess what? Nobody has to listen to the ones that we agreed not to put out there to save your kids. And you're on here talking about I'm disrespecting your kids. We saved your kids by not putting them damn calls out that you did.
you
Do you not remember?
Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I want to defend you, Pablo. I think you're just doing what you do. I love you.
Thank you. Hey, Mila, can I ask you something?
And shout out Mila. I thought Mila might have been on some weird shit. Shout out Mila. Man, Kristen needs to listen. What does she say? You're doing what you do. These channels have existed almost since the time of YouTube has come out, right? You are aware that you are running the risk when you go on any jail call because the internet exists. Bro, are you back in 2004 when YouTube wasn't really popping yet? Like, I'm not computing right now. You've been around YouTube. So anyways, she's just being stupid. She's being actually stupid.
Yes.
Have we talked privately?
You were the sweetest fucking person I've ever met. I love you.
Can you please, I won't even influence it. Can you please just give a little description of what demeanor I've come at you with when we've talked privately?
Absolutely. So safe and so secure. I've only had good interactions with you.
You don't get to talk to me privately. I'm sorry, Mila. You don't get to talk to me privately because I done heard enough of your character.
I mean, I wish
get to judge you just like you get to judge me.
I want to go on and give you some love on that. You absolutely deserve to do what you do. You know, you're making money this way. It's your job. You should do what you do. I get it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't hate you for that. I love it, actually. It's okay. I mean, but we are learning from our mistakes, and we should own it. We should.
Yes, ma'am.
Why'd you back out of the interview with Pablo, though, Mila? We were waiting for that.
I didn't want to go on. He would
have like kept it real too, and then like I was waiting for that. We were all disappointed.
I did not use. I got drunk and said I got pissed at somebody and said, somebody get me on here now. I got pissed and I wanted to speak my mind right there, and I didn't care what avenue I had to get through. So that was not a clear cut decision. It was like somebody help me right this second, you know. So
Mila, you gotta stop drinking, man. Put the booze away. Put the booze down. Put the booze down. Shout out Mila though.
From what I got from Mila, she's just.
For all I know, she could be sober now because she's talking about the past. So I hope she's. I mean, you don't even have to be sober. Just drink a little bit less. You know what I'm saying?
She wanted to speak her piece and give her story, but I feel like she saw a lot of comments, and the comment section, when it's about you, the comment section can be really intimidating. You know,
I know. We got the
I think it's funny. I think you're fucking hilarious.
What I'm saying is I don't blame
each other.
What I'm saying is I don't blame her. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't blame you, and a lot of people don't, and a lot of people actually understand and sympathize with why you wouldn't want to, because you know you can put your side out there, and I mean if the comment section is going to be harsh, they're going to be harsh, and you know everybody isn't ready to receive your side, and so that's basically what I got from Mila. But she was very nice, and she seemed to approach me from a very vulnerable, honest and open place, and just wanted to speak her piece. But sometimes that can be intimidating, you know, especially when you are not seasoned on the internet of coming out and putting your life out on the internet.
Yes, I've never had social media, and I choose not to. I'm a very private person, and I'm also very shy. I don't have thick skin, so I can't handle it. So that's why it took me so long to speak out. But like everybody kept saying, I had a boiling point. I had to speak out. But
no, I wish you would have went with him though versus going with Tommy. That was like a shit show. Like if you would have went with JumpSuit, it would have been more like pulled in and gathered in, you know, like, I'm like, why does she do that?
Well, I was like, I was told to speak out. I was kind of put on the under the gun kind of situation. I was nervous. I was like, I don't know how to do this. And then Jake's like, you have to say all these people's name and acknowledge them and stuff. I'm like, I'm being told what to do. I'm like, this is a job. Why can't I just talk? You know, it was so
that's what I wanted to let you do that, you know, but I don't have any ill will towards you for going with, I don't know who, no shade, but I don't know who, you know, I don't really watch other people, but you know, so I hadn't seen that. I don't know what you did, but
yeah, it's okay.
I definitely would have gave you just a fair place to speak.
If you guys want to come up with some questions,
and Kristen, you know, if you want, see, I never said anything. You got on here and did your interview, and I was not mentioned, and my videos were not mentioned, so I never said nothing about it. Now people brought it to me. Oh, you got to go react to Kristen's interview and blah blah blah. I never even respond to them comments because that ain't. You know what? I don't even pay attention to that. I don't want no bad blood.
I don't want no bad blood, Pablo.
Oh, now you don't want no bad blood. Listen, Pablo's going to continue to release those videos if there's more. Well, I mean, it's happened, right? We've seen it. But you know what I'm saying? It's like she thought she was going to come on the internet, virtue signal to everybody on the live stream, and then get everybody to jump on her side. That's what she thought. And now I'm pretty sure she's kind of looking at the comments and everybody's like, this girl is crazy. This girl, she's seeing the comments and she's like, okay, this is not going the way I wanted it to go. I don't want no bad blood, Pablo. People like this, let me tell you something. People like this will stab you in the back any moment they get the chance to elevate themselves past you. Guaranteed. She just saw her angle wasn't working. The little dumbass virtue signals that she was trying to shoot out into the crowd, it wasn't working. They were failing. They were falling on the ground. So she said, you know what? Let's try to salvage it. I don't want no bad blood, Pablo. Fuck out of here.
I don't
want any bad blood, but listen.
I know he's doing what he does, right?
I know
I'm just doing what I do, man. And listen, you got to understand. I understand that you are not a internet person. From what you say, I understand that the internet can be cold-blooded. I get that. What you got to understand is you might see a lot of comments of people who support me, but what you don't see behind the scenes, there's for everyone who supports me, there's probably twice as many who hate me and wish all the awful things on me and want me dead.
Well, I don't hate you as a person. But all I'm saying I hate myself for these calls. Believe me when I tell you, and I've said that before. I've said that on the air, and I've admitted that I hate myself.
Are you gonna cry? Are you gonna cry? Man the fuck up. However you want to say it. You want woman the fuck up. The fuck you doing? Crying about something you did 5 years ago. Suck that shit up. Put your head down. Private your social medias for a month. People don't remember things. Our attention spans are getting worse and worse as the years go by. People don't remember things. Shut the fuck up and disappear for a few months. That's it. But that's your ego. That's why you're in this call. It's your ego. Because you know you can shut the fuck up and let it die, but you won't let that happen.
For any of the calls because I was making stupid mistakes and stupid choices back then. And I want to own up to that. But I just wish all this would stop already. Like,
cry about it.
I get that.
We all want this to stop already, but it's not going to. It's only going to get worse because
these calls are just now coming out. And people are learning these are 5 years old. But here's the thing. You can say, hey, I've changed. These were 5 years ago. I haven't listened to any of those things or any of your interviews or anything. So if I get something wrong, I'm sorry. But all I know is what I'm told by like commenters and stuff. So I was using that then, but I'm no longer using now. Things like that. Right. I get that. You know, I'm different. You know, I get that. But at the same time, I got to eat shit for the fact that, you know what, in 2013, I put guns in people's faces and robbed people and went to jail for 10 years. And there's some people who are always going to condemn me for that, no matter what. Oh, no, I'm not always condemning you for that. But listen, we listen to your calls, and the next day we're going to listen to another.
Exactly.
We're not, this ain't.
Exactly. This guy goes through real life repercussions. You know, you go into the store, you have certain paperwork and shit. People will treat you a certain way. It doesn't even matter if he has money. People are going to treat you like dickheads. You're just some random fucking female we saw on YouTube. Get the fuck over it. Long story. The moral of this story is you're not that special, sweetheart. You're just not. You're not the main character. So go and play in the swimming pool. Go swim in the ocean. I don't know what the fuck you do, but go do that.
My channel ain't called Let's Get Kristen. Like it's just these are coming out.
I just feel like when my calls
and again, I want you to understand. No matter how mad you are at me for my videos, really all I do, I don't care who it is.
Right.
If I hear something, I laugh at it. If you look at my other videos, I don't expect anybody to take the time to, but if you look at my other videos where I'm telling my personal stories of prison, I got my ass whooped so many times in prison, and I will make fun of myself before I make fun of someone else.
Even when you're making fun of me, I've laughed my ass off. Like, oh, he's right.
That's my personality. That's what I do, but I'm reacting to what's out there. I'm not choosing. Listen, I need you to understand there are double digits worth of people who have these calls in their position.
I know.
They're going to upload them no matter what you and me come to a understanding about. You know, it's going to be out. That comment section is not going to change their opinion of you based off me. If anything, I can bring a couple laughs. But if you want to take accountability for that and be like, I'm changed, yeah, that was shitty back then, but don't start coming out and coming at me saying I'm responsible for ruining your life. You made those calls just like I've made the bad decisions in my life, but all I can do is come from an authentic place and say, hey, this is me. Some of y'all ain't gonna fuck with me. Some of y'all are. And that's all it is. But I'm not, don't demonize me.
See, when you hit them with logic, they can't do nothing. And I respect her for saying, I'm sorry. Because at the end of the day, you just lost this argument. So you took it like a champ. You got socked in the chin, and you took it like a champ, okay? Because there's no way that you're going to win this argument. All you are is I'm not saying you are that now, but 5 years ago, all you were was the crazy bitch who called a meth addict psychopath. That's it, okay? So you can't get mad when we make fun of you. You just can't. Or you can, but we don't care. Do you think Pablo gives a fuck? He doesn't. Do you think I give a fuck? I don't. Do you think anybody else in the comment section cares? They don't. So just live your life. Make better choices. This is a good learning. I mean, she's in jail, whatever. She'll get out under 10 years. And I mean, I genuinely hope she gets out in under 10 years because like, I mean, she's not a murderer. Was she trafficking drugs or some shit? Anyway, I'm just saying, learn from that shit, bro. Because it's not going to do you no better.
I'm sorry, Pablo. Do you forgive me?
And another thing, I'm not out here calling you fat and all this stuff. Wade Wilson said, the man you were talking to said these things.
What do you mean? I know. But listen,
Pablo,
I
keep talking to him, but you mad at me for repeating what he said.
And listen, believe me, I condemn myself and I'm angry at myself for talking to him and making that choice to do that. But never did I think in a million years would 5 years later that these things would like be out there like this all over the world for people to hear, you know. And I mean, Wade isn't the only person that I've talked to in jail. I mean, you don't hear those calls, you know. So I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, I beat myself up every day because of that. Because at the end of the day, it is my fault. But I just don't like hearing like all the extra comments. It's hard. It's been rough.
Okay, well, baby, sweetheart. Turn your phone off. Close the YouTube app. Oh my God. Close Instagram. Don't go on Reddit. Oh no. Oh my God. Don't open YouTube. Oh. Oh my God. I have to not open YouTube for a month. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Delete your social media then, babe. It's okay.
That's what I told her. Stop fucking watching the call. I said, new call drop. Don't listen to the call.
Like, yes, you can protect yourself.
That like 30,000 people are going to be talking about it.
And then, I don't listen to it. But today, what happened with my son,
that's crazy.
It struck a nerve.
That's teenage kids, though. People need to be keeping their damn teenagers off the damn internet.
Yep.
It struck a nerve, and it really.
We don't care.
Me, so I apologize if I came at you wrong, Pablo. I really do.
We don't care.
I know you're just doing what you do best. But it really demonized my son today.
I know you're just doing what you do best, and it just really demonized my son. That's all fake. It's fake as fuck. You guys are aware of that, right? Ladies, let the guys know. Let the guys know that shit's fake. Come on now.
and it affected me different. It hit me different.
Well, and you know what? I understand that, and I would never want that. I would never encourage that, and I would never call for that or advocate for that. Again, like I said, I've spoken to some of these people who actually are in possession of these calls, and we have agreed it is the right thing to do to not release some of these calls that we know would affect your children.
Right.
Okay? If you know what I'm talking about. So
I don't remember, honestly, Pablo, I don't remember.
Okay, well, I'm not going to remind you because we're live with 1,000 people. I'm not even going to put it out there. But you know what I mean? All I'm telling you is trust me, we don't want that.
I know. Well, you've said that.
And Jumpsuit's also protected Papa Steve because I know Papa Steve told me that he's protected him before too.
Papa Steve told me that. Steve did tell me that.
Listen, I'm not trying to get anybody harassed or bothered or anything. And if you notice, I never call out nobody's last name. I don't do anything until TikTok detectives find these.
Yeah, same shit with me. I don't even like releasing pictures. If you guys notice, my first Kristen from the Kiosk video, I had a blackout. I didn't even look for her picture. Then all her picture was blasted across everywhere. And I was like, well, I guess it's out the bag now. Then we started using the photos. But, you try not to, but we're going to do the story. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you still did something fucked up. And that's why we come in. That's why we're here. That's why we're here now. We don't show up if there's nothing, if everything's daisies and rainbows, okay? So keep everything daisies and rainbows and you'll be fine. The fuck?
Okay.
No, I get it.
Anytime you might see a picture on my channel of anybody or anything like that, I'm way late to the party.
Right.
Facts.
And that ain't me.
Facts.
That ain't stemming from me. And I'm not. Listen, it is what it is. But I'm not the guy to go for about that.
No, I'm sorry, Pablo. I hope you forgive me for.
I forgive you.
I think she was like in a heated thing because it happened to be your video that the kid was watching.
I understand that, and I don't even know who your kid. I don't know that, and I don't want to know. But and I never encourage any of that. And that's also within 40 minutes of that post after you messaged me. What triggered me was you were saying that me basically laughing at your phone calls was equivalent to the.
No, it's just the mental. I was saying
you said that's the same as men abusing women, and I don't agree with that. And so that kind of made me mad.
That's not the way I meant it. That's not the way I meant it at all. What I meant is all.
What'd I say? Virtue signaling. She must be from LA. No, I'm playing. Shout out my LA people. Trying to get people worked up didn't work. It's the same as men abusing women. The fuck are you talking about?
The mental abuse and lashback, basically it's not even mental abuse, but I'm not just saying you physically, but just the calls, let alone in the comments and the derogatory remarks and the lies and the stuff that's coming off of it is messing with people's mental ability, their heads. And it's affecting me emotionally and everyday life, just going to the store.
Can I ask you, I'm sorry to interrupt, what are the lies that I've contributed to? Now, see, I do acknowledge that I got something wrong. I actually made a mistake. I was given bad information and said that you were in prison currently. So I told people that. So I was wrong. And anytime I see a comment about that, I do correct that.
But see,
I was wrong about that. But other than that, what are the lies that are affecting your life that are from me?
No, I didn't say it was from you. I'm just saying it's a lot of your videos that people repost and put the lies on, basically, and the comments down, and your. I don't got no control. I know you don't have control. I know you don't, and I'm not saying you do.
So what are we talking about?
I'm not saying you do. I just would hope to God that you can actually say, you know what, I spoke to this girl and she is a different person, or something. I know you do you. I know that's not your character, but
I don't know you now, and I don't know you then. I just know what I get.
I don't even want to know the Kristen back then.
I don't know. I can't go to my community who trust me and say this girl is. I don't know that, and that's
for a fact, guys. She has not changed. Okay, that's that same aggression in her tone. You hear the aggression, right? She's the same person. People don't change. I mean, people change, but it takes something really fucked to make people change, in my opinion. Typically, people don't change, and I don't think she's some amazing exception. I think she's still I'm not going to go as hard on her, but I think she still possesses the same toxic, negative shit that she had when she was talking to Wade Wilson. 5 years ain't that long, folks. It is, but it isn't.
Not to go against you. That's just I'm not going to betray their trust. I don't know that.
Well, I don't even want to know that girl back then, Pablo.
All I know is what I hear in these calls. And I don't even say, hey, everybody, let's harass Kristen. I just make jokes. That's what I do.
Well, that's why I was trying to reach out to you personally, so this way me and you can have a conversation and actually talk about it, because I
don't think it's going to change his content, though. I think
it's not. It's honestly not. And you know what? Hopefully you didn't make more calls after, much more. And if you didn't, people, and you'll never have to worry. People are going to listen. This is the internet. I promise you something different is going to come along. A new case is going to come along, and people ain't even going to remember who you are.
I hope so. I can't wait for that moment to happen.
I promise you, people ain't even going to remember who you are.
I can't wait.
He's telling you the same thing I've been telling you, Kristen. Yeah. You got to put it down, and you know that they're coming out. Don't freaking watch them and avoid that. You know?
Today was rough. What happened today, and that's why I think I just sat down and I just took it out on Pablo. And I'm sorry for that. But it's all.
Let's say it don't bother me. But I joined this live not to attack nobody, but I just wanted to I'm just telling you what it is. I know. This is the internet, and Wade attracted a lot of girls. I'm not even trying to single you out, but as we know, Wade is not even girls.
Don't leave the dudes out too.
And guys. Now, it's going to come out because of how big it is. And that's the other side of this.
People didn't expect it to get as big as it is. That's the problem.
Yeah, I definitely didn't. I honestly didn't. And I've worked so hard to get to where I am at this point in life. And it's just destroying. It really is.
Remember, like I told you, it's almost over, right? He's got a sentencing on the 27th. And then the calls will keep coming out. But it's going to be over soon. You're just going to have to dwell in it, because like he said too, nobody knew about you. We only knew about you from the kiosk. Right. So you didn't personally have a connection with him, and unfortunately, those are being trudged up. So it's just going to keep going.
If I could drive one point home to you, if you've changed, like I said, I don't know, if you've changed and you're different, which is very possible. 5 years is a long time to do a lot of things and be a whole new person. I'm a different person than who I was 2.5 years ago when I got out of prison.
I know you are.
if that's true, then the people who matter, your loved ones and your close friends and your good coworkers, they know that. And if you're going through it because of this, just ignore it. Trust me, you don't get more crap about you than I get about me. I promise you. And you just continue living your life, and it will go away. I promise you, especially because you're not trying to be a content creator. You want to disappear.
I don't even want to be. I don't even want to hear Kristen anymore.
It's going to go away. I promise you. Some days are hard, but it's.
Well, today was one of the worst because
and I think he was being too nice, because I would have been like, yeah, have a good day. Goodbye. Like, the fuck? Okay, I'm not going to put words in his mouth, but I'm sure he knows. Well, I'm just going to say my piece. I'm sure that she's not very different. But 5 years is a long time to do a lot of good shit. Well, that's exactly what he said. So who fucking knows? She says she has a business. She has her kid in school. Whatever. Good luck to Kristen, but I needed to bring that to you guys because that shit was a wacky-ass interview, man. Kristen was coming in hot trying to get them signals out to the people, but it wasn't working. She saw those comments and backed down like a cowering dog. It's hilarious. But shout out JumpSuitPablo for actually responding to her, because I'm sure she would have kept on with the bullshit for as long as she could have and made her whole narrative. But now that he stepped in, he gave us some content, and it kind of just stops her in her tracks. Because what else are you going to say? Fuck JumpSuitPablo after you just said sorry? You know, checkmate. But anyways, people, I love you guys, man. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. You guys are amazing. This shit was dope. Shout out shit. Hold on. Shout out. Why? Oh, Coral. Fuck. What was? Oh, it's Coral and Dexter. I don't know why I can't read. Shout out Coral and Dexter on TikTok. She's the one who had posted it on the top left. And yeah, other than that, man, shout her out. Go check out her TikTok, all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Stay inside, stay safe. If you're outside, stay dangerous and stay cool, bro, because it is fucking hot. I'm out.